Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be filming a week 4 update for my rehab manicure series. My nails are in like perfect condition, perfect length. I'm absolutely loving how they look. I think one more week and I'll probably hit my ideal length, but I'm very happy with them right now. Instead of doing like a step-by-step tutorial, I think I'm gonna just chat with you in today's video while I paint my nails, because I know that last week's was a little more instructional. My nails really don't need much filing, but I am going to shape them just a tiny bit before I remove my polish. I always find that it's easier to shape my nails prior to removing polish, just so you can get a feel for what they'll look like when they are polished again. Right now I just have a regular nail polish on. I removed that gel manicure yesterday morning with the amazing gel remover clips. I talk about them all the time. I will link them below. If you're doing your own gel nails at home, honestly I would recommend nothing else but these to remove them. And then I had to film a video for CVS Beauty using some nail products, so I had to redo my nails. So this is like a 1-day-old manicure, but I really want something stronger on them. This is just regular polish, and today I'm going to do a gel overlay. So that's just basically 1 or 2 coats of gel underneath regular polish for that reinforcement, that strength. That's one of my favorite little hacks for growing nails. But we're just gonna get started, and I'm just gonna, I guess, chit chat with you while we work. It's Saturday morning. It's really glum out. It's just kind of a blah day. My fiance is working for a little bit, and then tonight I think we're just gonna lay low. We had a pretty good week. I had a very busy week work-wise, and I feel like I wasn't on social media at all. I mean, I really wasn't. I don't think I posted anything on my Instagram, maybe a couple Insta stories here and there, and then my week 3 manicure video went up. But other than that, I was pretty quiet. I was busy filming content and working on a couple of other projects that really didn't require posting. It's interesting because everything goes in waves. You know, there's some weeks where I'm super active, super present, very engaged, but other weeks I just am MIA, and this was one of them. We also went to New York on Wednesday. Dan had friends visiting from Arizona, so we went in to meet them for dinner. We just drove into the city, so no like public transportation or anything. We went to a rooftop bar for some drinks and apps. It was so dead, so safe. Masks, sanitizer, social distancing everywhere. The city is not dead, but it's definitely not the same at all, but I think in a good way. I am not a huge fan of crowds or being packed in like sardines, and if you go to a New York restaurant, you're normally like kind of on top of one another, so it was really nice to have a little space to yourself. It was fun. It was just fun to get out, and then we just drove home, so we were only in there for a few hours. It was nice to feel normal for a quick little bit. This weekend we really don't have many plans. I've been trying to order some cute loungewear sets because that's honestly the only thing that we wear these days. Like, does anyone put on real clothes anymore? We went to New York and I actually wore like pants and heels. I was sore for like 2 days after wearing heels, like booties. But I don't wear real clothes anymore. It's just all about the comfort. And to be honest, not that I even wore that many real ones before. But anyway, I started looking for some cute matching loungewear sets as we move into the winter, just so I have some more options, some cute options. But let me know if you have any favorite stores for shopping those kinds of clothes. These cotton balls I got, I love because they unravel. They're huge, but they unravel, so you can use as much or as little as you want. Here's one of my tips for removing dark nail polish, which I know I've shared before, but I think I need to share it more often because a lot of people ask me this. How do you remove dark polish without getting it all over your fingers? Well, saturate your cotton ball in a remover. I am using 100% acetone. I probably shouldn't, but whatever, I am. And then you're going to apply it to the nail and just apply a gentle pressure. Don't wriggle it, wiggle it. Don't wiggle it, don't move it, just leave it in place for a few seconds. This is like the easiest little hack. Just leave it there, don't move it. When you move it, that is when you get the polish all over your fingers. So what you're gonna do after it's been on for a couple seconds, like you can almost see the polish coming through. You're going to apply more pressure to the cotton ball and then just pull your finger out. You're not moving the cotton ball, you're moving your finger. Boom! Perfectly removed. There's not a speck of polish on that finger, on those cuticles. It's all in here. So that's a little hack that actually works really well. When it comes to painting your own nails, removing your nail polish, honestly, patience is the name of the game. If you just take the time to do everything the right way,
this is honestly probably a life lesson.
If you take the time to do everything the right way, it's going to be fine. You won't have to worry about any unnecessary messes. And another one. This one had a little polish under the nail, not on it. That's because I capped the edge, but there we go. Boom. This upcoming week should be fun. I work on Monday. I go into an office for a little bit. Tuesday, Why do I feel like something I had on Tuesday? Wednesday, we are meeting with our wedding planner, which is very exciting. I actually used to work with her. I used to work for a wedding planner when I was in college, and she ended up staying and taking over the company. So she's actually going to help us plan our wedding. So I am so excited because she honestly is the best of the best, in my opinion, at least in Connecticut. So I am so honored and excited that she's not only available for us next year, but she's willing to work with us too. And on top of that, I guess that kind of solidifies the fact that we are pretty positive we have picked a date. So we found a place that we like, that has everything we will need. They had a date available, so nothing is signed yet, so we haven't sent out obviously a save the date or anything, but we are getting closer. I'm really excited. It's definitely a relief getting that on the books, or almost on the books, because the venue process is probably the most stressful, especially during this time, just because not only are you trying to find a place that you like, you're trying to find a place that is going to be COVID compatible. So right now in Connecticut, your best bet is to host an event outdoors. So we were trying to find places that would allow us to host an event indoors or outdoors, so we could really make the call as we get closer. That would just allow us to have the most amount of people. But then after finding that kind of venue, you have to make sure that they have availability. And a lot of last year's weddings have been postponed to this year, so it has definitely been a bit of a challenge, but we're getting there slowly but surely. So yeah, that's Wednesday. Thursday night, I'm supposed to have dinner with a girlfriend who I haven't seen in forever. Definitely since before COVID. I don't even know if I saw her this year in 2020. There really wasn't much time before lockdown to do anything this year. In the winter, you know, we're not usually going out and about. And then Dan and I went to Aruba, and then life was on lockdown. What a crazy year. It was good and bad in a lot of ways, and it's definitely not over yet. I just hope everyone is being safe, everyone is healthy, everyone's families are healthy. It's a really crazy time. Okay, we're almost done. 2 fingers, well, 3 including this one. I love these cotton balls because I was able to get way more use out of that. If you hear any noise, it's probably the washing machine. I feel like I always end up filming on laundry day. It happens pretty much every single time, but you gotta kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And today I'm washing our sheets, so I'm doing a load of my clothes, a load of the sheets, then all the towels. And then after this, I have to run to the grocery store. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to make for dinner tonight and tomorrow and what we need for this week. I'm trying to make some healthier meals, which is what I always try to do. I don't know why I even bother saying that. But for some reason, I am just the absolute worst at meal planning. That's why I loved HelloFresh so much, because it just gave you enough food for every meal for 2 people. I have a very hard time meal planning for 2. I find it super challenging. I don't want to say I don't like leftovers, but we never eat the leftovers, at least in their entirety. I just feel like I end up wasting so much food when I cook like a full meal for 2. If you see, I have my Zenithal Scents candle burning. This is still apple crisp. It's almost burned about halfway down, and I've been lighting it every day, pretty much this whole entire week. So imagine at least 8 hours a day. That is impressive. That is a lot of burn time. So I am very much enjoying that. I also have been using her wax melts in the morning. I've been using Morning Dew in my wax warmer in the kitchen. So when I wake up, I'll pop on the wax warmer, put a cube in there, and then brew the coffee and just get ready for the day. It just makes the house smell so warm and cozy and clean. And then I usually burn this candle while I'm working in here. Right now I'm just going in with a Q-tip and cleaning up any polish that may have been stuck in my cuticles or the edges or beneath my nail. I just want to get as much of the polish off now as possible. And then I am going to take 1 more cotton ball, a clean one with some more acetone, and just go through and clean up any of the polish that may have gotten on my fingers from the removal process, which does happen. That's not from being sloppy, it's just from using the same cotton ball for so long, which is what I like to do. I try to use as few cotton balls as possible. My nails have been filed. I really don't need to do anything with the cuticles, but I will need to prep the nail for the gel overlay. That does require a little roughing up of the perimeter of the nail, at least where it's most prone to lifting. I'm gonna use this Olive and June file. I haven't used it yet. One side of it I find to be really coarse, which I don't like to use that on top of my nails, but it's perfect for this purpose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rough up the edge a little. So yeah, grocery store today. I'm gonna cook something somewhat healthy tonight. I don't know what. I rely on good old Pinterest. I've actually been trying a bunch of recipes from Well Plated. I don't know if you guys follow her Instagram or read her blog, but she also has a cookbook. She is like the new Skinny Taste for me. Anything that I make from Skinny Taste always comes out delicious, and everything I've tried from Well Plated lately is the very same way. Just absolutely delicious, healthy, easy recipes. I don't like when recipes call for like 1,000 ingredients, the tiniest bit of the most random spices, and you just don't want to buy all that because you know you're not going to use it. So I like her recipes a lot, and her website is very user-friendly, very easy to search depending on what you want to make, how you want to make it, you know, crock pot, casserole, one pot. Beyond excited to paint my nails today. I cannot even tell you. I swear, just spending a little time once a week to give yourself a good manicure and your nails will grow. I'm gonna say that 1 month, 4 weeks worth of nail rehab and your nails will be in perfect shape. That is, I would say, a fair assumption because right now they're pretty much exactly how I want them. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying this series too because it's fun to see progress. I'm definitely someone who enjoys watching people's videos over time just to see if what they're doing is actually working. And for me, this is like how I truly grow my nails. And I haven't had long nails since the week we got engaged. That was August, and I miss them, I really do. But I want to keep them at a manageable length. I don't think I want them to get too long, but I like them long. It's fun to have short for a little bit. It's definitely a welcome break, but you can get back to your beautiful long natural nails. All about that. Wow, this file is getting this done. I don't know if you guys saw the Olive in June winter collection that's coming out. I'm very excited to check it out. There are a few colors that I am dying to try. I still love that company so much. I might do an Olive in June manicure today, depending on what color I want on my nails. We are buffed around the edges. I'm going to just lightly buff a little of the nail. One of the main reasons I like to rehab my nails is because they tend to split at the top, and once they start splitting, that is bad news. Like peeling. And I have to say the only nail that is peeling right now is this thumb. I don't know if you can tell right at the top there. That is not good because that will peel and it just makes your nail so much thinner. So I don't like to buff it down because it is making your nail thinner, but I want to clean it out a little. I'm going to buff it just a tiny bit. All right, polish is removed, nails are prepped. I'm going to go rinse them really quick and then we're going to get started on the overlay. So yeah, you can see they definitely look a lot different when there's no polish on them, which is why I like to file before removing the polish. All right, my light is on. So I do overlays differently. Sometimes I do just 2 coats of gel, or I'll incorporate some acrylic powder for an acrylic gel overlay. Today, I think I'm just gonna do 2 coats of base coat. I don't even think I'm gonna use the top coat. Sometimes I'll do a base coat and a top coat, but today I just want to do this. You know what I really need? Is the gelish like builder, I think it is. It's like a gel builder or some kind of base coat that is basically meant for this. Like that is what you use instead of kind of doing it yourself. So many people have recommended it and I've written it down and I just always honestly forget about it. But I should try that because it's probably a great solution for this. I love sheet washing day. I mean, I don't actually love the act of washing the sheets, but I love clean sheets. One of my girlfriends posted an Insta story the other day asking how often people wash their sheets. She does it every week, which is ideal for sure, but I would say I do it every like 2 to 3, maybe even 2 to 4 depending. But I think I last washed the sheets, I would say 2 or 3 weeks ago. But we do have a second set, which is I think the key to making sheet washing easy, so you don't have to wait for your sheets to be washed and dried. The ones that we've had on lately are so comfortable, so I kind of want to put them back on the bed. I'm also washing the duvet cover, which is such a pain in the butt. I don't know if you guys have duvet covers, but holy cow, they're definitely a challenge. That I don't wash as often, and those kind of do. I do wash my pillowcase though often. Like anytime I do my laundry, I take off my pillowcase, change it, and wash the old one, which I think is probably the most important because that's where your head and face are spending most time. Make sure you didn't flood any cuticles. All right, cure this baby for 2 minutes. I do want to get a new lamp one of these days. I'm trying to think of what other videos I want to start filming on this channel that may not be related to beauty or nail care, just other interesting topics that I feel like covering. I don't know, my mind needs a little more stimulation. I think being locked up in the house, just going through the motions, not seeing people as much as normal, not experiencing, not traveling, not learning. I'm like craving some of that. So part of me wants to take something up and document the journey. Like, I don't know, something I've never done or something I've always wanted to do. But let me know. I have to say, I wanted to make a whole YouTube video about this, about stuff that I'm obsessed with lately, and I think I still will. But I'm going to share this one little item right now because I am obsessed. So I found a YouTube channel that basically dissects all of these true crime stories. A lot of the popular ones, a lot of the little known ones, and I just love the woman who does it so much. She's adorable. I love her vibe, her energy, the way that she speaks. I think she's very intelligent. She does her homework and she puts together these really great unsolved mystery or true crime videos. Her name is Stephanie Harlow. I feel like I'm so late to the game because her channel is huge. I always say this is what I love about the internet. You know, you could be a beauty blogger, a unsolved mystery vlogger or whatever, have the biggest following, make a full-time career of it, and there are still people who don't know who you are. If you're ever contemplating getting into this world, I say just do it because there truly is room for everyone. But anyway, back to Stephanie. Yeah, she's awesome. I really, really like her, and her channel has been, maybe because it's Halloween, so I've been more into true crime stories lately. That is definitely worth checking out. I think my laundry's almost done. I knew this was gonna happen. My nails were gonna be like half done in the middle of the laundry, or they were gonna be done and wet, so I couldn't change the laundry over. I think when I finish this gel layer, that's the bonus about gel, is that as soon as it's done, it's 100% dry. So once this gel layer is done, I think I'll go switch the laundry over. I might even just do the gel and then go do my grocery shopping and then come back and finish the top part of the mani. I don't know. I get really nervous going out with naked nails, not unpolished, but nails with no polish on them. But if there's a couple layers of gel on it, I would feel comfortable. That nail growth journey, guys, when you are in the midst of it, like, you take it very seriously. I don't want anything to tamper with my current nail growth journey because we're doing really, really well. Are any of you rehabbing along with me? And if so, how are you doing it? Are you guys using the Nail Aid, the Biotin Ultimate Strength? I love that stuff so much, and I love using it when my nails are short, but once my nails start to grow, it's just not, it's not as feasible. But I guess that's the point. You want to use it so that they grow. It's one of those days where I just want to like lay on the couch and watch Halloween movies, and I might actually do that. Oh, this is a good one. I don't think I've talked about this on the channel yet, but if you follow me on Instagram, I've been talking about how I'm reading Verity by Colleen Hoover. Such a great freaking book. Such a good book. I put out a call for recommendations on my IG a few weeks ago. This was a top recommended read, and a library a few towns over had it, so I went to go pick it up. It was checked out everywhere else though, and it's such a good book. I'm really, really close to the end, so maybe I'll finish that today. I'm so happy that I'm getting back into reading. I enjoy reading so much, and I was stuck on this one book that I just could not get into for like 2 months, maybe 3 months, and it just put all of my reading on hold. I'm so glad I was able to get into a book that I truly enjoyed. It kept my interest, and now I feel like I'm back in the groove. So I want to finish this one and then get a new one and keep the momentum going. All right, let's remove the sticky layer. So now 2 layers should be fine because you are going to put on 2 coats of polish and a top coat. So I'm comfortable with this. So I'm just going to move on to the other hand. So yeah, anyway, Verity by Colleen Hoover, like 10 out of 10 recommend. It's not over yet. Hopefully it doesn't have an anticlimactic ending that ruins it for me, but I don't think it will. I've heard nothing but good things from everyone, and my experience thus far has been quite positive. So I'm excited to have found a new author as well. I haven't read any of her books, but she has quite the lineup, and I'm gonna start making my way through them, I think. What am I gonna make for dinner? I would ask you to leave suggestions, but I'm going to the grocery store right after this, but leave suggestions anyway because I'm always stumped. Always freaking stumped. And I don't know why. My favorite thing to make for dinner is salads. I just love putting together a chopped salad with a bunch of different stuff in it. I have a whole Instagram highlight of my salads. I wish I started photographing them sooner, but I just find that's the easiest dinner. I'm always satisfied. They're always filling, they're always tasty, and they can be as healthy or unhealthy as you want them, but overall, I think they're a pretty good option for dinner. I was thinking of making fajitas. I haven't had that in a while. For Sunday, I want to do a crock pot. I just love crock potting Sundays. Half smells good, very minimal effort required. And then you have a delicious dinner made at the end of the night. 1 coat good. I always just check to make sure that there's no flooding of the cuticle or any like fuzzes in the nails. They look good to me. I already feel like I have protection. So my hair is in pretty decent shape. I just got it colored Thursday, so today's Saturday. And I totally switched up my part today because I feel like the middle part, there's just so much stress on it. I feel like it's good to mix it up a little bit. Plus it gives you a little extra volume. But my hair is feeling good. It's still shedding a little bit, but I am contributing the majority of that to the seasons because I have so much growth coming in. I'm just trying to balance it, keep an eye on it, but I really don't think there's anything seriously wrong. I've been taking my Juice Plus. I've been taking the collagen peptides. I'm pretty much done. Oh, I should pick up another canister of that this weekend. Just not washing it as much. I've been washing it about twice a week, I would say, which is pretty tough for me, but oh, I found a new dry shampoo that honestly works so well for me. I think someone recommended it on one of my recent videos, but I've had this recommendation for years. I don't know what took me so long to pick it up, but I got the Living Proof dry shampoo. Holy cow, I don't know why, how I've been missing out on it. It is so good. I don't know what kind of crack they put in that stuff, but it works very well. I love the force in which it is sprayed. I really like the scent and it just works. It soaks up the grease so well. I just got a trial size to try. Wish I got the full one because it's almost gone, but I really do love it. That's the thing that stinks about dry shampoo though. You really use a lot of it and you kind of go through it pretty frequently. At $30 a pop or however much it is, that's quite the splurge. I kind of think it's worth it. If you have a dupe for the Living Proof, let me know below because I would definitely be open to trying it. I do like the Batiste. I got a Not Your Mother's recently. It's like the volume. It actually smells delicious. It smells like mango or something. That's what I used in my hair today. My new goal is trying to get my hair to look shinier and a little less like frizzy. The struggles of being a girl, they never end, but it's all about finding the easy little hacks. I'm sorry my week 3 update went up so late. I forget why. Last week was just crazy and it took me a while to get that video done, but this one will be up hopefully later tonight or tomorrow. If not, definitely by Monday. It's easier for me to just like film one, edit one, and put it up. It's when I have to pre-plan content or pre-film for other campaigns and you know have the footage approved and then make changes. When it's more of a process, it's more difficult for me. If I could just wake up every day, film a video and put it up, that would be ideal. Maybe I should try that actually. Like for 1 week, just film a video a day. Always clean up the cuticle. It will dry like that and then it'll encourage the polish to lift, which we do not want. I think after this cures, I'm going to go switch over my laundry and then I might run to the grocery store and then come back and finish this manicure. How do you guys feel about that? Because I don't want to go out with wet nails. So I can switch the laundry. By the time I get home, it'll be done. So I can put the sheets on the bed and then throw the last load in. Paint my nails, and then by the time the second load is done, my nails will hopefully be dry. What to make for dinner? Ooh, maybe fish tacos. We haven't had fish in a while. We were doing HelloFresh for a long time. And I still love HelloFresh, but it got to the point where the meals were just really redundant and it was getting kind of expensive. It was like $250 a month, which in theory is not that much, but it's not a full week's worth of food. But I just realized that you can get like 2 meals. You don't have to get all 3. So I'm thinking I might push the plan back and just do 2 meals a week and then supplement the others just to make it easy for me. The best part about HelloFresh is that everything is delicious. We've had yet to make something that's not excellent. All the food is really good. The meals are definitely unique, tasty, different. I love them. All right, we are good. Oh, I'm so happy. When these nails are done, they're gonna look really good too with the color. So here is the gel overlay. There's 2 coats of gel, base coat on these nails. They're all completely dry, shiny, smooth. I just noticed on the thumb there was like a little fuzz that got stuck in the gel as I was curing, so I'm just gonna have to buff that out. But I will prep these for regular polish when I get back. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, laundry is still going. The sheets are still a little damp, so I just set it to go for another dry cycle. So I have about 40 minutes until that's ready. So if I can get my nails painted and a good like 20-ish to dry, we should be all set. I also ran to the grocery store, so I got all of my errands done and I'm feeling good. I really wanted to use an Olive and June color today, but I don't have like the exact color that I'm craving. Part of me wants to do, is it SC? But I think I'm gonna go with the Nina Ultra Pro today. This is just one of my all-time favorites, Très Chic. But I am gonna pair it with the Olive and June top coat because I do think there's something special about this. I'm so happy to be part of the OPI Icon community, and they keep sending me like the most amazing assortment of colors. This box I just got is pretty much holiday themed, and I thought maybe I would be able to use one of these today, but I'm just not feeling any of these colors right now. This is Tinsel Tinsel Little Star. It's just a pretty silver lavender glitter. This one is Mary and Cranberry. Ooh, that's actually pretty. This one is Red D for the holidays, which I cannot wait to tap into reds, but I'm not ready for reds just yet. This purple is Let's Take an Elfie. That's kind of cute. This was Heart and Coal. It's just a fun black and silver glitter. This one I was thinking maybe I would try today. To All a Good Night. It's just a blue glitter, but I don't know if I want to commit to a glitter. So that's all there. I think I'm honestly just reverting back to my good old favorite, and we're just gonna do 2 coats of color on these nails. First, I need to rough up the surface just a tiny bit so that it's not super shiny and slippery, but nothing crazy. I think it's so funny because I just want to wear the same color nail polish all the time. I have hundreds of polish colors and I really don't explore. I don't experiment too much. I pretty much stay in my lane. I know what I like and I think that's okay. There are some girls I know who wear the same, every time they get a manicure, they just get the same light pink or a white or a mauve or whatever it may be. And I think that's all right. You have to be comfortable with your nails. I mean, you're the only one who's looking at them all day, every day. So you want to like the color that's on them. And for me, that's just usually the simple, more neutral colors, nothing too crazy. I also think that the colors I'm drawn to are the colors that most complement my skin tone or my fingers. I got a couple of oranges, like burnt oranges from OPI, and while I want to wear them so bad, especially this time of year, I just don't think they would look right on my fingers. I honestly think it'd look like diarrhea or something. My hands are so pale and then my knuckles get like red almost when it's chilly. I don't know. I know it works for me and it's not those colors. All right, so I just want to get all the little dust off, and then we're gonna move in with Tray Sheet. It's like a deep mauve, red, burnt pink, I don't know. But we're gonna do 2 coats of this today. I love the Nina brushes. They are the absolute best. While I was out running my errands, it started to rain. It is just like the ultimate gloomy day. And after this, I wanna cuddle up on the couch. Like, you know you're happy with a color after the first coat. I'm confident in my decision. I just wanna curl up on the couch, watch a movie, maybe edit this video, and be a lazy bum. So I ended up getting dinner for tonight and tomorrow. We're either gonna have fajitas tonight or salmon, or we'll switch it for today and tomorrow. My cuticles are gonna need a little clipping. I think from the filing, sometimes when you rough up the surface, it's just hard to totally avoid the skin around your nails. I've definitely roughed up a couple areas. I want to know, when do you guys normally paint your nails? Are you weekend manicure girls, or do you like a fresh mani on Monday or Sunday night before you start the week? I honestly don't have a set time. I do like doing my nails on the weekend, I guess, and then having fresh nails for the week, but I don't know. It really depends. I know some people like do their nails every Tuesday or something, but let me know what your mani schedule looks like. Okay, like super happy with these nails. And they're only gonna look better with a second coat. When I'm not filming my manicures, which lately I feel like I've been filming all of them, I love to sit and watch YouTube videos or listen to a podcast. I've always found painting my nails to be a really relaxing, therapeutic experience, and oh, I forgot to relight my candle. But I always like to set the mood, have a nice drink on hand, maybe a snack, and just truly enjoy the whole experience. But when you're filming, it's definitely not as enjoyable, but I do love to share these videos with you, because I know sometimes when you sit down to paint your nails, you want to turn something on, and this may be that video for you. Oh, this color is like everything I wanted and more. I wonder if I should do a video like I wore the same color for a whole month or something like that. I rarely do back-to-back manicures with the same color. I think maybe once in my life I did, but I always look forward to that fresh new color when it's time for a fresh new manicure. But I'm curious, if you're one of those girls who loves to do the same color all the time, or if you go through phases where you just continue to use the same polish for a while, let me know. I feel like I should give it a try. That might have been a good idea for this series, just so you could truly see the change, the growth, the development with the same color. Now, I find that when I do a gel overlay, usually my polish lasts longer. Like, it lasts almost like a gel manicure. Yay! So pretty. I always leave my thumbs for last because they're cleanup fingers. But something about that gel base coat, it just keeps the polish from lifting, chipping, and I think it's a great little hack. And then when it's time to remove the gel, like, I always use those little clips. They are so good. But when you only have 2 layers of gel, it takes like no time at all to remove. So when you're removing a full gel manicure with like 4 or 5 coats, depending on how many you do, the clips take about 20 minutes per hand. You definitely can remove them at the same time, but I usually do one at a time, so I have another free hand to scroll on my phone or edit or go on the computer or whatever. I don't like being totally tied up. All right, first hand is pretty dry, which is great. So we're gonna go in for coat 2 right now. And 2 coats of this should be fine. I don't anticipate needing a third. So my favorite thing to do now when I go to the grocery store is wear my AirPods. I just feel like with the masks, you are just so less inclined to interact with people, which is what we're not supposed to do anyway. So it's like you're literally in your own little world. So I began popping my AirPods in and just catching up on my podcasts while I do my grocery shopping. It's honestly such a more pleasant experience just listening to what you want to listen to. And then I just continue listening to the podcast on the way home, and then when I unload all the groceries, and then before you know it, the episode is over. And that whole experience was much more enjoyable. It's not that I don't like the grocery store, but it's not my favorite thing to do, grocery shop, and I really don't enjoy unpacking the groceries, washing all the groceries. It's all about finding ways to make the mundane tasks more fun, and the podcast hack is definitely one of them for me. Those look so good. You can tell the second coat makes a huge difference. This is honestly the exact color I wanted. Nina polishes are honestly one of my favorites. Sally Hansen Miracle Gel, Nina Ultra Pro, and I think I would now probably put Olive and June up in that collection as well. For me, it's the brush for me. It's all in the brush. Formulas are across the board pretty comparable. I guess some brands have better shades than others, but for the most part, you can pretty much find any color you want from most companies. I do have to say the Olive and June shades are really spot on. I've been loving them lately. These Nina polishes I usually get at Sally Beauty Supply, and I haven't been to Sally's since before quarantine, so that's actually quite sad. I know you can order online, but unless I have seen a polish in person and like worn it before or seen it on somebody else, I usually don't order nail polish online. I'm really particular about shades. I just think it's very difficult to tell exactly what a nail polish looks like online and on your specific skin tone. So yeah, Nina polishes are definitely ones that I only buy in the store. But I'll get my polishes at Sally Beauty Supply, CVS, my go-to drugstore, Walmart every once in a while. A lot of times they'll have some nicer brands for cheaper. Target every so often, and that's pretty much it. Let me know where you usually get your polishes. This mani's definitely gonna require a little cleanup, which is totally fine. And I'm debating if it needs a third coat or not. It's a little streaky on some fingers, but it's not terrible. I don't know what I want to do. They look so good. This may be an ideal length for me. One more week and then I think I would maintain the length. I don't know, part of me kind of wants a third coat. I just don't know if that's a bad idea. Wow, this dries really well. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna go for a third. I just want these to be very rich. And right now, a couple of fingers, they look slightly streaky, which is surprising for this polish, to be honest. It's not usually a streaky polish. Alright, can you tell much between 3 coats and 2? 3 coats, 2. I'm honestly just nervous I'm gonna ruin them with my laundry. Got a little polish on my fingers. I've never been a huge cleanup brush fan, but lately I am just really loving that thing. I normally try to clean up as I go, and sometimes I will, but a brush dipped in some acetone gets the job done. I don't know if I mentioned this in the first half of this video when I was doing the gel, but I am working on the 30K giveaway. I have reached out to a couple of my favorite companies of the moment, and I am putting together a really great gift. I've got to get that all squared away, and then I will film that video, but I want to get it done sooner than later. Okay, last thumb. I'm happy with my decision. I think 3 coats was definitely the move. I'm going to do a little cleanup before top coat, just so that we can allow these a little more time to dry. Here's the part where I have to be super careful not to smudge. This is the Olive and June cleanup brush, which I just love this thing. This is by far my favorite. I use it with all of my manicures. They recommend using it with their pod, their remover pod, but I like acetone. That's just what I have out all the time, so it's just a little easier for me, but you can use a cleanup brush with pretty much any nail polish remover, but acetone I find just cleans up the quickest, easiest, cleanest. Ouch, 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 ouch. If you have a cut in your hand, be careful. The right hand is always a little worse because I am a righty, so painting your dominant hand is a bit of a challenge. This is the part of the video where I just don't know what to say anymore. And I'm trying to focus, so then you're just sitting here watching me awkwardly clean up my nails. This bottle of acetone I actually grabbed at Dollar Tree. Fun fact, if you're looking for some staple products for your nails, pretty good deals at Dollar Tree. Obviously everything is $1. That's a steal for acetone. Every time I think I'm done, I see like one little tiny bit of polish. Oh, this was the finger that was hurting, that's why. All right, so they are all cleaned up. They look so good. They just need a top coat. Now, I don't want to toot my own horn, but this is honestly one of the nicest manis I've done in a really long time. I'm very, very happy. All right, so we're gonna go in with the Olive and June Super Glossy Top Coat, which is all like, I just use it so much that it has like all my hand lotions on it, all my cuticle oils. So the bottle needs like a little shine, but I love this stuff. We are gonna go ahead and put a generous coat on every nail and cap the edge. I try to cap the edge of my nail polish throughout the whole manicure, but the top coat is the most important. Do your best not to forget to cap the edge. I've said it a million times, when your nails start to chip at the top, up here, that is when you're most likely to break, split, or peel a nail. If you have peeling nails, beware of chipped manicures. They are the most obvious culprit for that. So capping the manicure helps it last a little bit longer. And then I just always recommend anytime your manicure begins to chip or kind of fall apart up top, just remove it. Remove it and do another one. If you really don't have time, put an additional top coat over the chip just to tide you over, but that will make a big difference. Ooh, flooded the cuticle bad. This is why I can't talk and paint at the same time. Dang it. I don't even know if I have anything to clean it up right here. Sometimes like a piece of paper works well. Like a corner. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Do my best not to ruin the other nails. It stinks when you flood, but if you flood with a top coat, it's a little better than flooding with color, I think. Or at least makes for an easier cleanup. Okay, that's not too bad. If I have to go back in with the cleanup brush, I will. The pressure of doing this on camera, I swear, it really does make a big difference. Can you guys hear my laundry? I feel like it's super loud. So we live near a lake and we haven't gone to the lake since maybe August or so. And we have kayaks down there. I think we probably have to winterize them soon. Most of the people that leave their kayaks out like really don't do anything to them, but last year we wrapped ours in tarp. It just helps to protect it from the harsh elements. We definitely get all kinds of weather around here, and it's been predicted a few times that we're gonna have a rough winter, which is super. I really don't mind winter, but my car doesn't do very well in the snow. I need to get an SUV again one of these days. It's so funny, I was talking to my mom the other day. She was saying how back when she was younger and it snowed, like everyone was expected to go to work. You didn't get a snow day, or you couldn't work from home. Well, obviously for a multitude of reasons, but I just think it's crazy that everyone drove in the snow. She also grew up in more of like a city area, so the plowing and everything, the roads were probably a little more clear. Of course, the laundry finishes right now as I'm putting the top coat on my final finger. I can't get the laundry right now. These nails are gonna get ruined. All right. These are looking great. So, so good. That Olive and June finish is like slightly tacky, but it just, you know it's gonna dry perfectly. So I just like to be careful during this time. I wanna finish with an oil. I'm gonna do that now. Part of me wants to wrap up the video in a little bit, but I'm just gonna do this now and then we'll finish. This is one of my samples. We are still working on my formula. I'm being super picky about it, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I want the best. I'm always okay with putting oil on top of damp nails, just a little. It's just when you rub it in, you want to be careful you don't nick or smudge. All right, guys, well, oh, they look so, so, so good. I am just beyond happy. This color is very similar to the gel that I just did, minus the little bit of shimmer, but you know, I'm a girl who knows what she likes. All right, that is it. Nails are looking great, feeling great. We are 4 weeks into this rehab, and I could not be happier or more pleased with the results. Everything that I used in today's manicure, I will be sure to link below. The only thing I can't share with you is my UV lamp, because I don't think they make it anymore. Anytime people ask me for the link, I can't find it. I cannot find this lamp. And honestly, I'm pretty positive there are way more better options on the market these days. I got this back in 2012, which was 8 years ago, long before at-home gel manicures were as popular as they are now. The cure times are so much quicker. This lamp has only 2 and 3 minute cure settings. Now they're like 30-second 60-second cure settings. So I'll link a couple of the ones that people have recommended to me in the description box if you are looking for a lamp. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you are rehabbing your nails as well, and feel free to answer any of the 1 million other questions I asked you throughout this whole video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Check me out on Instagram and stay tuned for the 30K giveaway. Hopefully I'll be filming that this coming week. You guys are the best, and I will see you in the next one.